Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's Mammography Registry review video, we are going to talk about more physics. This will cover filtration and the target tubes that you need to know. So what's covered in today's video, we have filtration. We'll talk about inherent filtration and added filtration. And then we'll break down the targets that's in mammo, which is molybdenum, rhodium, and tungsten. So we'll just break those down in further details and talk more about those. So with filtration, the main purpose of filtration is going to remove those low energy photons that will increase the patient radiation dose, which we don't want that to happen. And then filtration also going to remove those very high energy photons that is going to reduce the contrast on the mammo images. So when you have those high energy photons, it's not really going to add much use to the contrast because now we're not able to see the contrast as well. So that's why the filtration is going to remove those very high energies so that we have better contrast on our images whenever we are looking at the breast. So the two types of filtration that we have is number one, inherent filtration, and two, added filtration. With inherent filtration, is going to use a borosilicate glass or beryllium material for the exit port or the window that is for the mammography tube. And the inherent filtration, so make sure you know the difference between the two. So with the inherent filtration, it's going to be made of or composed of a compression plate, the oil bath in the X-ray tube, the glass window of the X-ray tube, and the collimation assemble or the collimation mirror. For the added filtration, it is made of aluminum or aluminum equivalent. The added filtration is going to pretty much shape the emission spectrum, and the target material that we are using is molybdenum, rhodium, and aluminum for the added filtration. So just keep in mind the three target materials that is most commonly used is molybdenum, rhodium, and tungsten, but for specifically for added filtration, it's molybdenum, rhodium, and aluminum. So I just want to make sure that you all do not get confused with that. So the target material is going to remove those low energy X-ray from the beams, like I was saying, in order to improve the image quality and also reduce the patient radiation dose. So the three important target materials, molybdenum, rhodium, and tungsten. I just want to make sure that you all understand and know it. Now we have to break it down because each one of these target materials, it does something different and is useful in different parts or for different breast densities. For rhodium, this has a higher atomic number and it allows for better penetration for dense breast tissue. So if you look to the side of the word rhodium, you can see the extreme dense breast tissue. For molybdenum, this is going to penetrate fatty breast tissue the best. So as you can see to the side of that molybdenum, you see the fatty breast tissue. For tungsten, the material that is used for the anode part of the X-ray tube, because it has a high atomic number and a high melting point. So that's why that is for tungsten. So the the easiest way for me to remember these terms and which filter goes to what breast tissue, whenever I was in a clinical setting and learning this, whenever I was taking the mammogram picture or whenever I was looking at the tech, if it was an exam I wasn't comfortable with doing, whenever I would look at the tech take the picture or whenever I was taking the picture, the filters, it pops up on the screen like it has the like preloaded filter that it has and the KVP that it has, and you have your AEC on. But as you're actually compressing and actually taking the picture, that changes because of the breast thickness. And so whenever you're taking a picture, look at which filter is selected, and then you can see what it what it was for that breast tissue. All right, so now we have different kilovolt ranges for the target material. And just keep in mind, this is approximately the numbers, I always say with medical, things are always changing because you have different researchers coming out, the equipment is made better. So numbers is always changing. So just know approximately, or for an example, these are the ranges for these target tubes. Like, so for example, well, I graduated from X-ray school in 2014. And from 2012 to 2014, my instructors drilled in our head, shield, shield, shield. It's important to shield before you take the x-ray. So now, that has changed. Now shielding, they're very specific on when shielding is required and when it should be used. So that's why I'm saying, like, just keep in mind this is approximately. So for tungsten tubes, it's approximately 23 to 35 kb. For molybdenum tubes, that's approximately 24 to 30 kb or kilovolt. For rhodium tubes, that's approximately 26 to 32 kb. So if these numbers are confusing to you, pause the video and just study it, or keep rewinding to see which tube goes with which um, fatty tissue or dense tissue, because it's just important for you to know and understand this, especially since we not only for your registry, but we also use this in the clinical setting whenever we're taking the pictures. So now we have these combinations, and anytime you see AG, that stands for silver. So, and then you may have to pause or rewind the video to just keep understanding this. So we'll start with rhodium. So rhodium is a target for this. So for the target rhodium, we have it matching up with the filter rhodium. And the benefit or the use for this is it's great for large breasts or extreme dense breast tissue. So whenever you have a rhodium and rhodium combination, so if you see what is RH benefits, that's great for large breasts or extreme dense breast tissue. So whenever you see the molybdenum combination, or you may see MO/MO. This is going to be great for very small and average breast tissue size. It improves the image contrast for smaller breast tissue. So molybdenum is for very small breast tissue or your average breast tissue. Whenever you have a combination of this target/filter, molybdenum or rhodium, which you may see it abbreviated as MO/RH, that's going to be great for thicker, larger, dense breast tissue. It's going to help improve the image quality. For tungsten, you're going to see the abbreviation or unit for it is W. When you are going to match it up with the rhodium/silver, that's going to be beneficial for digital mammography for a wide range of breast thickness tissue. So I hope this makes sense. Just know this, whenever say combinations, that's whenever you are matching rhodium with rhodium, or molybdenum with molybdenum, or molybdenum with rhodium, tungsten with rhodium, or tungsten with silver. This is the combination that you're matching it with. And if you all stay to the end, I have practice test questions that we'll go through to kind of help you understand it a little bit better. All right, so actually here it is right now. So let's test your knowledge. Question 1. Which target filter is not used in mammography? A, copper. B, molybdenum. C, rhodium. D, tungsten. All right, the correct answer is A, copper. The most common target filters that are used in mammography is molybdenum, rhodium, and tungsten. And if this is your first time watching my videos, because I do have a lot of people who just watch it over and over, they're reoccurring people watching my videos, so they already know that I do this. So I have other videos in my Mammography Registry review playlist. I will link it to the end so that you can like find them all in like one spot because I make other videos for CT, MRI, and X-ray. So I have lesson videos, I have practice test questions like this, and I just read through them because a lot of people may be like driving or just may find it helpful if I'm just reading it. Question 2. Which target material is best for fatty breast tissue in mammography? A, copper, B, molybdenum, C, rhodium, D, tungsten. All right, the correct answer is B, molybdenum. Question 3. Which target material is best for penetrating dense breast tissue in mammography? A, copper, B, molybdenum, C, rhodium, D, tungsten. All right, the correct answer is C, rhodium. Question 4. Which target material has a high atomic number and a high melting point in mammography? A, copper, B, molybdenum, C, rhodium, D, tungsten. All right, the correct answer is D, tungsten. Question 5. Which material does added filtration uses? A, aluminum, B, copper, C, metal, D, steel. All right, the correct answer is A, aluminum. Question 6. Which target material combination is best for very small breast tissue size? A, RH, which is rhodium, B, MO/MO, molybdenum, C, MO/RH, which is molybdenum/rhodium, and D, W/RH, which is tungsten/rhodium. Right, the correct answer is B, molybdenum/molybdenum. I think this is the last question. I just did like a quick quiz at the end. Question 7. Which target material combination is best for extreme dense breast tissue? A, RH/RH, which is rhodium, B, MO/MO, molybdenum, C, MO/RH, molybdenum/rhodium, D, W/RH, which is tungsten/rhodium. All right, the correct answer is A, rhodium/rhodium. All right, so I have some questions for you. If you do not mind just leaving it in the comment box, it just, just helps me know what videos I need to make. Did you find this video helpful along with the questions and answers? Could you let me know in the comment box? What other questions or videos would you like to see from me? Um, Someone watched my video recently. Shout out to her. I know she said she's watching from Texas, and she commented and she pretty much said that I pretty much have a lot of videos in my playlist that is like more than enough. So, but if there's any updates to my videos, just let me know. Kind of like with this video, I didn't realize that I didn't have it broken down. Like I have a long physics video that I made for like an hour. A lot of people's finding that useful. Um, but I made that video probably like a year ago, so I didn't remember if I had it like broken down like this information, so I just made a new one. So if there's any new videos or updates that you want me to make, let me know as well as more practice test questions. Also, comment down below your test date or how long you're preparing for your registry exam. All right, so this is just something fun that I just like to do on my channel. Wherever you're watching from, if you do not mind, just comment down below. Just say, "Hey, I'm watching from," or you can say your state, or you can say your country name. Just in case maybe someone lives in Florida and they decide they want to move to California, they know that it's a lot of jobs in California. Or say, for instance, like just lets me know how many schools or how many techs are still to do mammo, because when I was an x-ray student, I knew mammo was an option, but I didn't rotate through it. I didn't have enough people talking about it, so that was just a modality that I just didn't rotate whenever I had my your rotation that you do whenever you're an x-ray student. That was one that I didn't do. So maybe if more people can comment and say that they're trying to become a mammotech, someone who is not in X-ray or someone who is in X-ray may see that, hey, it's a lot of people in mammo, so let me join it. Also, I have more people that come in and say they're watching, so shout out to you all. I have people watching from everywhere: Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, California, Texas, Memphis, Maryland, Georgia, Saudi Arabia, Michigan. I have New Jersey. I have people watching from everywhere. So thank you all for commenting. Arizona as well. And then I have more watching from Georgia, Chicago, Texas, South Carolina. So thank you all so much for watching and commenting. I really and truly appreciate it. And then these are the shout outs that I always put whenever people come back to one of my videos and let me know they passed their registry. When I make a new video, I always add the names to it. So shout out to all of these ladies that passed their registry in this month, because this is the end of September 2025 when I'm making these videos. And then shout out to these ladies and congratulations to them for passing their registry in August 2025. Also shout out to Veronica. She actually came back to one of my videos, let me know, and then she also like just donated to my channel. So I appreciate her for doing that. And then I appreciate you all for coming back to let me know that you did pass your registry. And then special shout out to these ladies who passed in July of 2025. Congratulations to them. Um, Pretty much all of these people, I know I kept remembering their name because when I first started making my mammo videos, it was just a few, not too many people was watching them. And then I guess, it was just more on the search engine or whatever. So a lot more people kept watching them and kept commenting. And then I was saying in the video, hey, if you pass your registry, come back to the video, let me know. So a lot of people came back and let me know. And there's a lot of people from California who I think when they take their test, they don't get their results right away like you do in other states. So I think they have to wait for like a month or so for them to get their results. But anyone from California, can you put in the comment box how long does it normally take for you to get your results? Because I know if you're like in states like Louisiana and Texas, and I'm not sure what other states, you get your preliminary score the same day, and that's pretty much your score that you're gonna get whenever your final results come in. The only difference that I would say is if you may have to wait for your final results is if you make like a 74 or you make like a 75, because at this moment like 75 is passing. So if you make like a 74 or maybe a 73, 75, then you may want to wait for your official results to come in just in case something has to be corrected, or you just never know. And then these are the latest who passed their test like in May of 2025 and June of 2025. These was the very first ladies who came back to my videos and told me, hey, thank you for your videos. I passed my test. What I could say what these ladies did was I remember these ladies' names, so I know they probably watched a lot of my videos. I know they went through their playlist and they just kept watching all of the videos that I had. And to be honest with you, the videos that I had whenever these ladies took their test, it's not even half of what I have now. It was probably, I don't know, 10, maybe 15 videos. Now I have about 30 for mammo. So what I would do is would encourage you all to just go through the playlist, watch all of them. I think you need to start from the bottom and then watch all the way to the top, because the bottom videos are the oldest videos. The videos at the top are the newest ones, but you can also check the date in the description box to see when it was posted as well. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. If you found this video helpful and if you enjoy the practice questions, let me know. Recently, probably 3 or 4 days ago, I made a video where it's like 100 review questions and answers, like a mock exam. So I think you'll find it helpful if you check it out. If you're skipping all over the video, I don't think it's gonna be beneficial for you. But if you watch from beginning to end, it's really gonna help you on your test, I feel. And also, if it get kind of lengthy for you, just you can always pause the video and come back to it, or just watch as much as you can. Write down what questions you left off of, and then just pick the video back up. Also, let me know how you did on the practice test questions that I have in this video. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, found it helpful. Also, hit the subscribe button if you do not mind, so that you can stay caught up on my videos that I already have and any new videos that I post. So thank you all so much for watching, and bye.